guys, welcome back to this new episode of R&D Garage. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. You guys, as of today, we're at 1504 and I'm just thrilled. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting on my videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, just hit that red button. Super easy, turn on notifications. We're going to try to put out at least a couple videos per week here because I mean we've got so much going on. Oh my gosh, speaking of things going on, we are going to SEMA next week. I've already started to bookmark all the posts on Instagram that say, hey, we're in booth so-and-so in the South Hall, blah, blah, blah. If you guys who have been to SEMA, or even if you haven't been to SEMA, but you kind of know what's going on, send me recs. Send me companies I should be talking with. Send me like, just like cars that are going to be there. Oh my gosh. And now, see, now I'm getting hot and excited here because they are also showcasing, Ford is showcasing a bunch of Bronco builds. Okay, I've got to get off the subject or else we're actually never going to be working on the car today. But anyway, okay, so today we are working on our 2005 brand new to us S2000. And it still hasn't been smogged because the smog guy who, if you're in NorCal, I'll tell you who it is. But if you're not, sorry, I'm not just going to spread names like that. But he basically tore the snorkel arm off of this guy here, or reverse. He tore this out of the snorkel arm. So he basically ripped a giant hole in it, said he didn't do it. Obviously he did it. So we're here to replace it. This will probably be like a 3-minute video. It's not going to take long at all. But we're also going to try to keep it going because maybe work on another car before this apocalyptic storm that's supposed to hit NorCal will happen. I gotta say I'm super stoked about that too, because if this storm really happens, it means fire season in California is over. Oh my goodness, let's all hope and pray for that one. Okay guys, well, we are going to get started. Let's go. Okay guys, old air tube, new air tube. Okay, so as you can see, we basically tried to epoxy the hell out of this to get it to pass smog, and then we never actually took it back to get smog because we were like, you know what, dude, let's just get the new part. But this was the part that had actually ripped out, and that's why it's all sticky with gunk right now. Ooh. Okay, so this is the new one. You can see this is perfectly attached to the arm here, and it looks clean. The one thing we were kind of concerned about, we drove like a couple hours for this, and it doesn't quite look the same. We're hoping it'll still work. Maybe once it warms up a bit, it'll kind of stretch out and like really make it. But anyway, here's the part number. So rather than putting it on the screen, there you go. Yay. Okay, so now that you guys have seen this, let's go ahead and put the air filter on and get to it. Let's go ahead and throw this air filter on. And before anybody says anything, yes, I know it's dirty, and yes, we have a new one on the way, but you know, I want to drive this car, so let's get to it. Okay, cool thing about the air filter and how the arm goes back on. You see these two notches right here? That's exactly where this notch is going to fit in. And you'll obviously have to kind of work it, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Another thing when handling air filters, try not to touch the fabric, just touch the plastic piece. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So I am going to point this tab so that it immediately sees the two ahead of them and kind of work it on. And again, this can be a little bit like, use some elbow grease here. Oh, there we go. I knew I should have cut my nails. Let's see. Try to squeeze this on back here. And you will get a little dirty doing this, but I don't think any of us are afraid of getting dirty now, huh? Okay. Whew. Almost time to turn off that heater. Okay, it's all the way in the back. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Okay, see, it probably still needs to be worked down a little bit, but we're just about there. So this is great. Let's move on. Okay guys, so number one rule of working in an engine bay, what's the first thing you do? Put a blankie down. Put down a towel, put down something so that you don't scratch your paint. And also, if you guys happen to know of like a fantastic detailer, let me know, because I'm kind of curious to see how good this paint will come back. So, okay. At any rate, let's get going. So, oh, I almost lost the bracket again. Right, we shopped this once before and I literally dropped this, and well, that's for me to know and you not. Okay, so we're gonna put this in. There is a little trick to this. Again, try not to let that slip off. You guys see, oh, this right here? Well, it matches a hole right down there. And so that's basically the way this is gonna go on. This bracket, man, is just gonna get lost at some point. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. And so we're kind of gonna put it down like this, check to make sure that this goes right in the hole, just like that, perfect, and you'll hear a nice little funk. Okay, this side is kind of, oops, I'm gonna cover everything here. This side is kind of the bare. And so it may take you 1 or 2 tries, because since it's brand new rubber, it's gonna be super non-stretchy. Is that a thing? We're gonna go with it. So what I found that works the best is if you can kind of hook the top part over the top part of this, and then come down, push down a little bit to get the bottom stuck onto the pipe as well. Let me just go ahead and show you. So basically we're gonna start, and also the angle. I tried coming straight on, it didn't quite work for me, even with using my legs for leverage. And so I found being at the side was a little bit better. Okay, so we're on top. Now I'm gonna push down, and you definitely have to work it. So, okay. And unfortunately, you can't use a pick, which sucks. But guess what, guys? I got her on. Awesome. I was wondering if I was gonna be able to do this in one take. So, okay, so we've got this on. You'll see how it nicely curves along here. You'll notice if you did it right, that this also kind of leans up and lines up right here. So, okay, I'm happy with this. And this blankie is pissing me off. Okay, let's move on. Okay, guys, so the next thing we're gonna do is hook up this hose right here, tighten off the clamp, and then tighten this clamp as well. So, let's go ahead and put this on. It's a lot easier. There we go, that slid on like butter. And now we're gonna use this to tighten. And remember, you may have to hold the clamp in place while you tighten it. Otherwise, as soon as you touch it, it may slip down and you will never see it again. Okay, that's all nice and tight. She'll put the tool back. And now we're gonna go ahead and tighten up this clamp here. And so again, using the same idea, we're gonna hold this and see, just like it slipped down like that, because clearly I wasn't doing it the right way. Okay, here we go. So first, tighten. Beautiful. Okay, both of these clamps are on. Let's move on. Okay guys, part of the fun of getting a new to you car is finding out just exactly what happened under the hood. So we think at some point that they had a different air, or different intake or something going on, because there's a bunch of little metal tubes that are supposed to be under here to help basically preserve these two hoses and this hose as well, and it's missing. So basically what's gonna happen, we actually already ordered the part, but you know, obviously we still wanna drive the car before it gets here. And so the only thing that I'm concerned about is that the lack of those metal tubes is gonna put a lot of load on this elbow joint right here. So that is something to keep in mind. But yeah, let's move on. Oh, before we move on, I'm just gonna go ahead and snap that back into place. So that looks good. Okay guys, let's move on and I'll show you what we're gonna do next. Okay guys, so just to prove or actually show you what kind of a load that this would put on, see, you would have to bend it, because this actually came with the car, and yeah, that's all we're gonna say. And so you see, if we actually tried to connect it, it goes back to, I mean, obviously it's not fully in, but you can see how this would damage this part after a while. So what we're gonna have to do is find either a pre-bent hose, you know, like a oh, You guys know what would work is one of those brake booster hoses cut down to fit. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do it today, but that is definitely kind of the plan. That's what I'm thinking. Always thinking. Okay, so anyway, you guys see that. What else is there to talk about? We're not gonna put the box on yet, or the cover on yet, because obviously we're waiting on the new air cleaner, or air filter, but yeah, this is basically how this goes on. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching R&D Garage. I think I'm just gonna be alone with my S2K right now. It's an apocalyptic storm coming, which means that I can't drive around in a convertible right now. So yeah, we're just gonna go with it. Anyway, oh my gosh, guys, thanks so much for watching this. Take care. Homework, send me SEMA tips. 2, send me the name of a good detailer, and we'll go from there.